this evening to share your voice. It's so very important. Now, there are a few housekeeping things I'm going to go over before we dive right in. First of all, restrooms are out that back door to your left. Feel free to get up at any time when you need to use those. We also have translation services tonight. So they're available in Spanish and Vietnamese. We have translators here to help us. Thank you. So you see signs back there, Vietnamese on the left, Spanish on the right. If you need translation, you're more than happy to do that. If you're watching online, translation is available on Zoom in Spanish and Vietnamese. You need to go to bit.ly/2023 public hearing, and then you can get to the translations. If you're joining us on the screen. If you need any further assistance while we're having our meetings this evening, just raise your hand and somebody will come help you, especially if you didn't catch something. We'll be happy to repeat it for you. You can also find the link if you're on Facebook. Those of you on Facebook with us tonight or on YouTube, there's a link for translation services on those accounts as well. To make sure we practice, we're going to have Lourdes and Andrew just translate for us so that we know that we're good to go.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Los servicios de interpretación disponibles hoy serán en español y en vietnamita. Tenemos 2 personas en la parte trasera que facilitarán la audiencia de hoy. Interpretando en vietnamita, a la izquierda está Dao Tran y en español a la derecha está Margaret Rendon. Para los que nos ven por internet, traducción está disponible en español y en vietnamita por Zoom. Por favor, vaya a bit.ly/2023 Public Hearing y haga clic en el icono del mundo en la parte baja de su pantalla. Escoja su idioma de preferencia. Si necesita asistencia, por favor, mande un mensaje al anfitrión que está encargado de la junta de la sala de Zoom. Les puede mandar un mensaje directo y ellos los van a poder ayudar. El enlace para los servicios de traducción también estarán disponibles en la sección de los comentarios de Facebook y YouTube. Gracias.
Thank you. And Andrew?
Kính thưa đồng hương, chương trình ngày hôm nay của Caposi sẽ có 2 ngôn ngữ, tiếng Việt và tiếng Mễ. Nếu quý vị muốn nghe qua chương trình này, có thể qua Zoom, hay là qua Facebook, hay là qua YouTube. Và cái cách thức mà muốn được coi á, là phải qua một cái bit.ly 2023 Public Hearing. Và cái mouse, con mouse để xuống để nó có cái cách hướng dẫn để mà coi cái chương trình này trực tiếp qua điện thoại. Xin cảm ơn. Và có 2 người ở sau, một người mẹ Tây Cơ và một người Việt Nam. Bên trái là chị Đào và bên phải là Mập để thông tin cho quý vị. Xin cảm ơn.
Thank you.
Thank you. You can clap for both of them. The other housekeeping item is public testimonials. So we're going to hear a lot of great stories tonight, and the purpose is to hear from the community. If, however, you got here and you haven't already signed in and you want to speak, Arlette is right there. Just make sure you check in with her so we get you on the speakers list, and we will give you a signal when you can come up and speak in front of us. So if you've already done that, you're set. If you haven't done that, you want to speak tonight, just sneak over to see her at any time, and she will get you scheduled. You also can speak in whatever preferred language you wish. That's why we have folks here to translate for us. So don't feel shy, please. Come on up. Alex is going to go over later when we get to that point the rules of conduct for public testimonials, but we'll get to that later when we get to that point. There are also comment cards. If you want to just make a comment, you don't want to come up here and say something, but you would like to make a comment, we have comment cards as well if you just want to write something down. So we do really want to hear from you. So whatever you're comfortable with, please use that method. Written comments today will not be read aloud, but they will be documented in our community action plan. For everyone watching online, comment section, use that, the chat function to put your comments in there, and we will capture all of those as well. So those are the basic ground rules. Thank you again for being here. We're going to figure out the AC. But without further ado, I do want to introduce our visionary, our leader, our champion, Mr. Gregory Scott.
Hi, my name is Gregory Scott. I'm the President and CEO of Community Action Partnership of Orange County. And we want to welcome everyone attending our public hearing. Some of you are here at our headquarters in Garden Grove. And many of you are on Facebook Live or some other streaming service at the moment. This is probably one of the most important things we do as an organization, and that is we get feedback from our community. So the public hearing is a component of our community action plan. We call it the CAP plan. We do this every 2 years, where we take the time to identify and assess some of the services that we're providing, but also some of the issues that are happening within our community. So this is a very important piece of our process to ensure that we are coming up with the right strategies and that we are serving the community accurately. So this is a chance again to hear public testimony from our community members, our partners, and anyone in the community regarding CAP-OC's programs and services. And so this is kind of about the draft of our CAP plan. But we want to hear from you, and that's the purpose of tonight, is to really hear from you. And at this time, I'm going to pass it over to Alexander Caro. He's our planning manager, for an overview of our draft 2024-2025 community action plan and our 2023 community needs assessment. Again, thank you for your time and welcome again. Overview of our draft 2024-2025 community action plan and our 2023 community needs assessment. Again, thank you for your time and welcome. Overview of our draft 2024-2025 community action plan and our community needs assessment. Again, thank you for your time and welcome.
So it looks like there was some play back there, but hello everyone, my name is Alexander Caro. I am the planning manager here at CAP-OC. We're going to talk about the community action plan. This is our public hearing. Next slide, please. Okay, so before we start, wanted to read our mission, vision, and DI statements. Our mission statement, we seek to end poverty by stabilizing, sustaining, and empowering people with the resources they need when they need them. By forging strategic partnerships, we form a powerful force to improve our community. Our vision statement, we see generations of healthy communities where poverty ceases to exist. And our DEI statement, moving forward together, Community Action Partnership of Orange County welcomes and celebrates our diverse communities. We pursue inclusion across all life experiences for our workforce and the families we serve, ensuring all voices are valued and heard. We embrace respect, dignity, and equity of every human being, and as we remain committed to building and empowering communities by addressing the root causes of poverty through systemic reforms, social and environmental, and racial justice for all. This is where poverty ends. Pretty lengthy there, but these are DI statement, mission, and vision. Next slide, please. Yeah, so the 2024-2025 Community Action Plan, it serves as a 2-year roadmap for our agency. It demonstrates how we're using CSBG, Community Service Block Grant money, to deliver our services. So the CAP pretty much assesses poverty related needs in the community and pretty much establishes how we're going to respond to those needs. We do this every 2 years. And also a component of the community action plan is a public hearing, which we're all attending here, where we receive public testimonials. And right now it's currently being broadcasted on Facebook and on YouTube. And just some important dates for the community action plan is it's currently in draft form until May 26th. So the public is able to include their comments before that date. And then the community action plan goes to our board for final approval in June of 2023. So that's coming pretty quick now. Next slide, please. So the public hearing, we're here in the public hearing. It's as I mentioned, we are receiving public testimonials. I can't really see the kind of small text there, but the public hearing was advertised internally at CAPOC through staff emails. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. We do have a Yammer account that we're sharing the information. We did post the flyers and on our socials, so Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And we did also publish the hearing ad in the La Opinión newspaper, which is a Spanish language publication, in addition to Nyot Viet, which is a Vietnamese language online publication, and the OC Register. We also have a court reporter here that is able to record everything that is being said. The final transcription will be included in our final draft of the community action plan. And yeah, the final approval, as I mentioned, will go to the board in June. But it will be available on our website after June. So you can see there a photo of our public hearing ad. Next slide, please. Okay, so our 2024-2025 CAP report is a pretty lengthy document, 58 pages, has different components. So one of the components is a community needs assessment. We also have service delivery system, linkages and funding coordination, monitoring, data analysis, evaluation and enrollment application, and how our agency responds to community awareness. So you can kind of see there, these are kind of taken from the table of contents. Next slide, please. So as I mentioned, a component of our community action plan is our community needs assessment. The needs assessment is something like with the CAP we do every 2 years. Pretty much assesses what the needs are in the community and how our agency responds to those needs. So you can see there a flyer of our needs assessment. We incentivize community members to take our survey with a $50 gift card. And so it is, like the CAP, it is part of the CSBG funding that we receive. It is a key component of ROMA, which is how our agency assesses outcomes and programs. And what it also does, it informs our agency on what the needs are and how specifically we're responding to them. So I will go into some of our outreach that we did for the needs assessment. If you could go to the next slide, please. Okay, so our timeline for the CNA, currently the data collection period ended. We did have a survey via SurveyMonkey, and we received over 1,000 survey responses, which is pretty good considering we did 700 just 2 years ago. We are in the process of cleaning up our data, so that's kind of the next step that we're taking. Our survey did get spammed by some kind of robot, so making sure we're cleaning up the data before the next draft of the CAP. We also have a special meeting with our board members later this month to kind of rank those needs. And then finally, we do have our next draft of the community needs assessment, which will happen before June 2nd. which include our executive summary, our needs, our trends and assets. Next slide, please. So you can kind of see here some of our outreach that we did for the needs assessment. We did 45 events. So this included in-person events, CAPOC events, community events, just any kind of large-scale events where there was a lot of people. Our survey, we actually were collecting surveys here in the energy lobby, thanks to AmeriCorps Fellows and the NCC and California Conservation Corps that helped us survey the participants coming in. We also had social media advertisements that were offered in 5 languages, and that occurred between January to April. And then we also had a direct email campaign. We reached over 700 individuals and organizations as part of this email campaign. And you can kind of see there just our many events that we attended to help with our interns and staff. Nick, if you can go to the next slide, please. So just continuing, in addition, we also were canvassing the neighborhoods surrounding our family resource centers. So El Medina, Anaheim Independencia Family Resource Center, Southwest Community Center. We had a total of 54 volunteers made up of interns, youth, parents, and adults. We were able to survey 64 homes, which is pretty good considering our survey took about 7 minutes average to complete. We canvassed over 1,000 homes in these neighborhoods, and we also held 5 community forums. Those are all at our family resource centers, in addition to here at Monarch. And then we also had a virtual meeting with BACT members. So in addition to that, we had presentations, just any announcements, anywhere we were allowed to, we were invited to come and speak. We had those presentations kind of promoting our CNA survey. And of course, we made use of all of the different partnerships that we have here at CAPOC, all across our programs and services. And of course, just word of mouth, just trying to get the word out there about our CNA. Next slide, please. So these are some of our preliminary findings. As I mentioned, we're still cleaning up our data, but I'll just kind of read them off. We have number 1, a lack of opportunity to save money for the future. Number 2, lack of living wage employment opportunities in the community. Number 3, inability to consistently pay debts on time. Number 4, difficulty paying for utilities and affect utilization. And then lastly, difficulty paying essentials such as food and safe housing. So a lot of these findings are really around access to like living wage employment, and also being able to save money, which is kind of different than 2 years ago, where it was mostly focused on housing, health. We had the pandemic 2 years ago. So, and if you go to the next slide, please. So in addition to our survey, we also had the needs that were coming from our in-person community meetings. As I mentioned, we had 5 in-person community meetings. At those meetings, housing was really at the top of the list. And then at the bottom of that list was employment, which is kind of flipped from our survey results. So, but yeah, we are working on cleaning up the data, and we hope that in a couple of weeks you guys can check out our final draft. So, next slide, please. Okay, so next steps, we want to complete the next draft of our community needs assessment and our CNA, which we'll complete in June. We will respond to all the comments that we have here today. That'll be included in our final CAP. So we are responding to everyone's comments. And then our CAPOC Board of Directors approves our final CAP at the end of June. And then our final CAP will be posted on our website, so that's where you'll be able to check out the final version. And next slide, please. All right, so public testimonials. So the remainder of the hearing will really focus on the public testimonials. So, we do have a mixture of CAPOC participants, partners, and community meetings. Today's testimonials come in 3 forms. So we do have written comments that would be read out loud, pre-recorded videos, and also live testimonials. Before we begin, let's go through the public testimonials rules of conduct. Right there. Anyone that is testifying today will be allotted no more than 3 minutes. We have Gio in the front who is, he's over there. He's keeping track of time, so we'll make sure that we stay within the 3 minutes. Each speaker must state their name, their affiliation with any organization. Speak slowly and clearly so that so we do have someone transcribing everything that is being said today. Number 4, testimonials may be provided by your preferred language. Number 5, if translation is needed, just let us know in advance. Number 6, no responses to any testimony will be provided today, as we had mentioned. Number 7, please refrain from any private conversations. Number 8, please mute your cell phones if possible. And then number 9, please be respectful and courteous at all times. So we're going to start with the 4 written testimonials that were submitted prior to today's meeting. Lourdes will be reading them out loud. Please note that some of these written testimonials that are read out loud today will be translated in Spanish to English. So, I'll pass it over to Lourdes.
Thank you, Alex. So, my name is Vicky Shuttleworth, and I am a 6-year hot meal provider through United Women in Faith of Community United Methodist Church in Huntington Beach at Southwest Community Center. We have sponsored Southwest Community Center for 50 years, every 4th Friday lunch of the odd number month. We have seen the changes over the 50 years at Southwest Community Center that Southwest Community Center has attempted to address. The need continues to address systemic poverty's causes and aftermath, and CAPOC appears to have a good grasp of the need of the communities they serve. I am especially pleased to see the increase in youth programs they have offered. I am also pleased to see the health concerns they have addressed in the improvements they have made at Southwest Community Center. They are good stewards of the donations and grants. Vicky Shuttleworth. Second testimonial. My name is John Poto, and I am the Director of Field Operations for Honey Pacifica LLC. I have been involved with the Community Action Partnership of Orange County since 2020. We're currently partnering with CAPOC in a Sweeter Future Honey Education Entrepreneurship Program under the 2020 Specialty Crop Block Grant. I am working directly with the Westminster High School's Giving Farm/Beekeeping course. Honey Pacifica's involvement in the workforce development program at the high school is special because Honey Pacifica's origins can be traced to my brother, Frank's high school science project involving bees. This was the catalyst for our family's journey into beekeeping, and we are excited to work with Westminster High School's passionate students to bring this bee colony to life, which may lead to profitable honey endeavors. With the help of CAPOC and their outstanding staff, especially Curtis Gibbs, Director of Planning, Mark Lowry, Director of the OC Food Bank, Orange County Food Bank, and Yesenia Hernandez, Senior Planner, we hope the program at Westminster High School can become a model for other schools in the region, especially as projections shows that income from the bee product should offset most costs to run the program, with volunteers and students providing the necessary workforce. We are grateful for the opportunity to serve the community. Sincerely, John N. Poto. Testimony number 3. My name is Juan Gonzalez. I am a TINA Pacifica Associate member. For the past 3 years, I have been working with Yesenia and her team at CAPOC to provide our neighborhood with resources to help residents work with the city to provide repairs to the apartment units under city ownership, as well as provide safety and more community involvement from residents. Thank you, CAPOC. Juan Gonzalez. And testimony number 4, Elevate Youth, about a year, Workforce Readiness, 6 months. The Elevate Youth program has broadened my understanding for important topics such as war on drugs, It has also positively impacted my mental health. I love being able to speak with youth my age and the leaders who also understand my struggles. They have provided me with positive experiences and people I can rely on. The workforce readiness program has positively prepared me for situations I may experience during my career. I've been educated on how to handle conflicts in the workforce and feel prepared for when it may happen. The different classes have taught me the importance of creating a positive work environment and also taking a step back to care of myself. I've learned that it is important to manage stress in order to
Wait like a minute. All right, we can go ahead and get started. So we do have some live testimonials. We'll start with number 0. I believe, yes, and number 0. Just make sure that you kind of speak slowly for our translators in the back. Thank you. Oh yeah, if you guys wanna. Yeah, if you can. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jennifer Davis, and I am one of the recipients from El Medina Resource Center. How I became to know about El Medina was through the backpack drive. And it that name just always kind of stuck with me. Like, I was like, El Medina, okay. Later did I know that in 2019, my husband would pass away and I will become a single mother of 3 children. In 2020, COVID, as all of us, it just really became hard for me. I lost my second job. And in 2021, I became almost evicted. So I remembered El Medina. So I called the El Medina Resource Center. They told me to come in. They have some resources for me that they can help me with. And so I was like, okay. So I came in and I shared a little bit about my story on how my husband was in the military and how he really suffered a lot from mental illness and later on just ended up taking his life, and how it just was hard for me and my children. We went through counseling, we went through church community, and I just really still needed some help. So she said, well, that's great. You know, we have karate and your boys can do karate. And I was like, that's great because my son is being bullied. So if he can defend himself, I'm all for it. So my son started karate. They started giving us food. My daughter was in pull-ups. They started giving us free pull-ups at the time. And my family was just really benefiting from it. We didn't get evicted. We ended up being able to stay in our housing. And we got our phone calls like, Lord, like, how am I going to actually get my kids some gifts for Christmas? Little did I know that they had a Christmas drive, and the Christmas drive helped us through Christmas. My son's not being bullied no more. My youngest son is in karate. He's doing great. He's excelling in school because of the discipline he's learning in karate. And they've just became a good resources for my family. So, and they are continuing to help us even through last week. They just are there for us. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Can I get number 1?
Yes,
Come to the
over here.
podium. Yes.
How many numbers do they have?
Thank you.
Oh, you can come up here.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is George Frank Carrillo. I live in Anaheim for the last 35 years. And I'm a proud member of the senior group of the Independence Community Center that is also called the Garza Center. We have received so much for 5 years that, I can start talking about the generosity of the center. And I didn't know that actually Community Action Partnership was behind this. We are probably about 40 senior members that come on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday religiously in order to play domino, play lottery, talk to each other, laugh a lot. And now that they restarted the hot lunch, everybody is very happy. The quality of food is excellent. It's well balanced. It has the vegetables, the protein, everything is just perfect for all the seniors. Now, besides us, there are many, many people that benefit from the center, receiving food, receiving services, receiving tax services, receiving medical services, receiving so many things. It's the generosity that the center has is just amazing. I never realized. I have been a member for 5 years, and I can see the value of all this, especially through our COVID-19 time, where the center actually closed and everybody felt the need to go to some place to really share the moments with the community and to eat well and all that. Thanks God, all that is over and we are back, and we are very grateful to have the Independence Community Center in Anaheim that is on the street of Garza. And we are blessed to have the management and all the volunteers, many volunteers that volunteer their time in order to prepare the food and the boxes and bags with food. I mean, it's just amazing. I'm very grateful. It's a blessing to have them there for us. That's all I have to say, and hopefully you will visit us one of these times.
Thank you so much. Can I get number 2 to come to the front, please?
I'm number 2. I wasn't prepared to speak.
Oh.
I can
Did you want
for
to?
a second.
If you can, yeah.
For a second, maybe. Hello, my name is Susan Combs, and I'm a senior, and my involvement here is for the past 3 years, I've picked up the senior food box, and it's been a great help. I'm retired on a fixed income. I'm raising a great grandson, and so every little bit helps a lot. I was a registered nurse, a mother, grandmother, great grandmother now, and I'm really happy to see a community that comes together to help each other, knowing that there's so many needs out here. The other 2 speakers impressed me a lot, but I honestly didn't come to speak. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. That's okay. I especially like the box. We come once a month, and my brother's also on the program, and we pick up a box that includes protein and juice and some staples. And living in Orange County is so expensive on a fixed income. Even gas we can't afford sometimes, but that little 40-pound box can help us stretch a budget just to the end of the month, or our next Social Security check comes, and it is a great help. I'm especially thankful for the volunteers, like the prior gentleman said. They're always kind, they're always organized, always helpful. It takes 15 minutes or less to get through the registration and pick up our box. And so, because time is always an issue as well as money, I'm very grateful for that too. There's not much more I can say, just that there are a lot of people that help. And if I have extra food at home, I'd be the first person to give it to someone else. So I feel like what goes around comes around, and we all know how it feels to need something and to give something when it's our turn to give. So that's it.
Can I get number 3 to come up?
You're supposed to be talking.
I was supposed to be there?
No, the camera.
Oh, that's okay.
No, this one.
I was in the camera?
Yeah.
It's just right here.
As rats. That's okay. They'll pick somebody else.
Number 3?
It's like you're,
Huh?
it's like you're on the internet.
Great.
Yeah, it was live at Facebook.
That's okay. It's a good program. It's okay.
Okay. Buenas tardes. Good afternoon. My name is Griselda y soy participante de Modena Center en Orange. Tengo como 12 años o más dentro del centro. Mis hijos empezaron en karate. Mi niña ya es universitaria, mi niño va al high school y 2 Maribel y por aquí que nos han ayudado, se me fue su nombre, perdón, pero del centro he recibido de todo tipo de ayudas, desde comida, el COVID, mi renta, que nos quedamos sin trabajo, pagaron por 3 meses mi renta, gracias por todo, comida, porque tuve COVID, comida a la puerta de mi casa, gracias Maribel porque no me dejó sin comer durante el COVID, y mis hijos pues felices. Fui voluntaria, soy voluntaria y también fui afortunada en tener un año la Navidad por parte de este centro. Llenaron mi casa de juguetes. Fue la Navidad más feliz de mis hijos y mía. Muchas gracias por todo lo que nos han dado y agradecida, y esperemos que siga el centro funcionando y que podamos continuar con ustedes también ayudando. Gracias.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Karina y pertenezco también al grupo de Modena de Orange. Yo llegué ahí por el programa de WIP cuando mis hijos estaban pequeños, asistieron al programa de karate. Yo soy una del grupo de liderazgo todavía ahí. A mí me ha ayudado mucho con mi familia en la pandemia. Maribel estaba al pendiente de nosotros, nos llamaba También hacíamos videollamadas del grupo para si ocupábamos algo, nos apoyaba con despensa, tarjetas de regalo. Y mi familia y yo estamos muy agradecidos porque nos han ayudado económicamente, moralmente, y nos sentimos como parte de su familia y pues estamos muy agradecidos. Gracias.
Mi nombre es Elvira Ruiz, también vengo del programa del Centro de la Comunidad de Orange. Hemos tenido muchas ayudas por parte de Maribel y del centro. Cuando necesitamos comida, ahí está ella. Yo soy voluntaria cuando dan la comida también. Si necesitamos algo, estamos ahí. Tenemos programas de karate, programa de senior. Ahorita estamos teniendo programas de inglés. Pues muchas cosas tenemos y pues nos gustaría que siguiera esto adelante. Gracias.
Muchas gracias. Was that 3, 4, 5?
No, sorry.
Okay, can I get number 4 to come forward?
I have a question for you.
Yes.
We need interpretation.
Oh, yes, come on. My apologies. Yes.
No worries.
Oh,
Okay, so, si la primera señora que habló me pudiera repetir su nombre, por favor. Griselda, mucho gusto. So, our lovely Griselda was letting us know that she began her journey at El Modena Center. She's been participating and volunteering there for more than 12 years now. Her son began taking karate lessons there. The same thing goes for all of her children. They also participated at the Modena Center. Her daughter is right now attending university. She's extremely proud of her daughter. During COVID, she let us know that she began to receive help through the means of food boxes. Her rent got taken care of thanks to our programs as well. And she's extremely thankful to Maribel for always being on top of her and her family, making sure that they were okay during COVID, that they were fed, that if anything was needed, that Maribel always makes sure to be on top of that. Also, she shared with us her Christmas that year. She just stated that that is one of the best Christmas that she has had. Her house got filled with toys, and it was very magical. And then we have our lovely Karina, right? She also said that she is at El Modena Center, and she's a volunteer there. She also let us know that her little ones partake in karate. There's also leadership groups that she feels that have helped her children a lot to develop personally and also with other people. And she's also very grateful to Maribel because, again, during COVID, she was making sure that they were also taken care of. No food was missing. If they needed anything, she was on top of that. She would do Zoom calls with them to make sure that nothing was needed, provide gift cards if needed, and all that. And nuestra tercera participante, no alcanza a escuchar su nombre. ¿Cómo se llama?
Elvira Ruiz.
¿Cómo, perdón?
Elvira Ruiz.
Elvira Ruiz, mucho gusto. Elvira Ruiz let us know that she's currently also a volunteer at the Modena Center. She is very proud of providing her time there. She feels very proud of the help that she is able to provide when she volunteers, but also she began by receiving that help when she approached the center. She's also very grateful to the agency, to Maribel, and she let us know right now that there's an English program going on in Modena, and that she would love for these type of services to continue. And she's, again, very grateful.
Can we get number 4 to come forward?
What? Yeah, the camera's here.
My name is Sula Warshauer, and I am, like so many of the others here, we talked about a senior, a super senior living on a fixed income.
My story goes back to December the 10th. That was the first cold day. I turned on my furnace and it didn't work. So I was just frustrated. Oh no, what am I going to do? And so the whole month of December and January, I tried talking with different people. The gas company, they kept saying, oh, well, we'll try to help you. And then one of my doctors, I was talking to me, and she said, well, she said, well, have you heard about the community action partnership? Or I think she called it something else, but it was a community. And so as the gas company couldn't help me, so I called them, and I couldn't believe it. I had my first interview by phone with Javier, and he was so kind. We talked about my financial status and what was going on. Then I came in and met Leticia. Then let's see, what else? After that, then I had this wonderful young guy come over, and he did a survey of my house. And I mean, he found stuff I didn't even know I needed, because, whenever you're living in the same place for 30 years, you just figure it's just, okay, that the hot water isn't really that hot, but I mean, I guess I can stand it. Well, anyway, long story short, they contracted with a Green Cat construction company. Everyone I've dealt with has just been so incredibly nice and passionate, and I've just been floored. I am so grateful for all that everyone has done, and it's just really, that's the basic. Just this last week, we're waiting for the city to do the final inspection for my furnace. And I tell you, I was just overwhelmed with everything. I wasn't even aware of your organization, but believe me, I've referred you to several people too. So thank you very much. And
thank you very much. Can we get number 5 to come forward? Number 5.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Pastor Thomas. I'm the assistant pastor of Sunrise Community Christian Church in Buena Park, California. We started a feeding ministry about 6 years ago. Our church fed 31 people, and since we become partners with CAP OC, now we give away diapers, we help with the utility assistance, we have senior program, we help with the filling out taxes. All these programs come from CAP OC. And for our feeding ministry, with the lovely help of one of the ladies in the back, I'm not gonna mention Judy's name, but they have donated so much to our ministry. We have refrigerators, freezers, pallet jack. They gave us a wonderful big old 20-foot box truck. And I don't want to take too much time, but the main point of this whole story is that 6 years ago, it was 31 people, and as of yesterday, we fed 2,300 people.
wow.
Yes, can I get number 6 to come forward?
Hello everyone, my name is Luisa Stanga. I'm from Abrazar, and I am the home visiting program coordinator for the CalWorks home visiting program. So my program are families that have children under the age of 2 and are enrolled in the CalWorks home visiting program. Goes to say that even though yes, they have a child under 2, they typically have more than one child under 2, or a little bit closer to that in age. And being partners with CAP, we've been able to have the diaper bank. We've been able to provide them with diapers on a monthly basis. Most of them come to us typically homeless, unsheltered. We're trying to get them into a shelter, trying to get them stable, provide them with resources in the community, and just being able to provide them with diapers. That is just such a help, especially when they have multiple children in the household. And we just are so grateful for being a partner with CAP, because not only do we get diapers, sometimes we get a little surprise. We'll get a Disney book. Sometimes we get the little puffs that the children love. Sometimes we get wipes, which is something that they love and adore because that is also very expensive. So we are just so grateful for our partnership. For our families, like I said, we connect them to resources. So we also utilize CAP for the utility assistance program. We are also at Abrazar using them for the food program. So our partnership with CAP for the food program has been longer, but for the diaper bank, I've been working with CAP for a little over a year now. And I'd say we've helped over 1,000 families at this point. In our partnership with CAP, as well as I've also been having community events where we've been able to give out diapers there. And we've also shared some diapers with Oakview Community Center so that they can also be giving out diapers at their events on Fridays to their families. So we're just so grateful for it, and we continue to be partners with them.
Can I get number 7 to come forward?
Hello, so I'm Cameron Baker, and I'm basically a student, a junior student, and I volunteered for VIPA, or the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, and basically I would be in this area here, and I would help people out. I would file tax returns, help those who would be like less advantaged, and it was really a helpful experience for me and helped me grow as a person. That I recognize that a lot of times people may need help, and I also learned, like, as someone who wanted to go into political science later on, that like basically there's like a lot of aspects to government that are like also to like volunteering also. So I found it to be like really, really interesting, and overall I enjoyed the experience a lot.
Can I get number 8 to come forward?
Hi everyone, my name is Kate Albrecht and I'm from Abound Food Care, and I could talk about K-pop for hours. So with that in mind, I've written something to kind of keep myself in check with respect of all your time. So I apologize for reading it, but I wanted to really be cognizant of everyone's time. So Abound Food Care is an organization focused on creating regional food care programs to end hunger and food waste. And we've had the opportunity to partner with K-pop Food Bank for the past 11 years and are proud to have worked with them in establishing the OC Hunger Alliance. KPOC has always been at the forefront in helping community members facing poverty and food insecurity, and was a critical organization in helping our communities through the unanticipated challenges of COVID-19. Today, as we face a food cliff resulting from the end of government support programs, the role KPOC will play is equally as significant. As a founding member of the OC Hunger Alliance, KPOC is helping to create new solutions and approaches to addressing food insecurity. Through an enhanced services program, the Hunger Alliance is building a model that not only provides food to solve the immediate needs of families, but at the same time facilitates access to services that address educational gaps, housing needs, health issues, and other social determinants of health that are challenging many community members today. By addressing both the need for nutritious food and the need to address root causes that perpetuate the food insecurity cycle, we can create stronger, healthier environment for all members of our community. KPOC Food Bank has a strong record of assisting our community members and has a critical role to play in building a powerful model for the future. At Abound Food Care, we deeply appreciate our relationship with KPOC and are excited about the impact they will help us all achieve in the future. Thank you.
Can I get number 9 to come forward?
How you doing? My name is Abel Perez. I'm the Office Administrator at Love Community Outreach in Santa Ana, California. And CAP has been more than a friend in mission with Love Community. They've been a partner in Mercy along with our outreach in Santa Ana. Our executive director likes to say says it often, CAP is the real deal. They excel in serving the needs of the community at the place where the rubber meets the road. You know, that small space between the tire and the road where insecurity, poverty, the needs of the community, they arise. That small space where needs become available. CAP has thrived in that area and has facilitated us, empowered us, enabled us to go far above and beyond anything that we could imagine. During the time of the pandemic, it was a surprise for everybody. No one could have foreseen what the nation and the world had to face in that time. And there was a challenge for everyone to adopt a new normal. It was basically a trial by fire. And Love Community Outreach is thankful for CAPOC because as the demand to serve the needs of the community increased, CAP provided the resources and the tools necessary for Love Community to meet the challenge of the families that live in our community. We're able to address not only the physical need, but also to bring tranquility and peace in the insecurity of the whole situation. CAP came alongside us right now on a weekly basis. We serve between 350 and 415 families. During the pandemic, we would work from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and the lines were incredible. And I wouldn't change that opportunity for anything. CAP helped us increase our effectiveness by providing a forklift, which is a huge need that we had. CAP increased our effectiveness in that it took us 2 to 3 volunteers to offload a truck. They provided electric pallet jacks that takes 1 person to offload a truck. They also provided for us refrigerators and freezers that also expanded our ability to be able to take in foods that ordinarily we wouldn't be able to, high protein foods that are a huge benefit to the families. CAP has not only been a friend, they've been a partner in the community, and we're thankful for them.
Can we get number 10? I think after this one, we're going to be showing some live testimonials. So pre-recorded testimonials. So yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Rocio Ferreira Garcia, and I also wrote my script, so let's begin. I would like to begin by stating to be honored and give this testimonial today for my 2 boys, Julian and Jaden. Despite facing extreme financial hardships and the challenges of balancing motherhood and nursing school, I never gave up on my dreams and family. It was an incredible amount of courage and perseverance to finish nursing school while also raising 2 young children. And this mother did, with grace and a lot of humility. Living on the streets is an experience that no one should ever have to endure, but this mother's strength and resilience allowed me to persevere through difficult times. I refused to let the circumstances define us and instead sought help from Anaheim Independencia Family Resource Center, which provided us with support we needed to keep us going. Words can never be enough to express my gratitude for always being there and shining a light. Thank you to Irene Alba and Karina for never giving up on us. My nursing degree goes to you too. Thank you.
Thank you, Lucia. We will be showing some. We're gonna take a break now with the videos, and then we'll come back to the testimonials. So now we're gonna be showing some pre-recorded testimonials. We're gonna be showing here.
My name is Lindsay, and this is Juan, and this is my baby Brian, and we've been with the Housing Navigation Program for about 15 months, and they've helped me with my housing voucher. They've given me food and rental assistance. Also, they've helped me find a place to live, not once, but twice, and it's both worked out great. And if I did not have their services, I would probably still be on the street, and I wouldn't have my son, and we wouldn't be a family in our apartment right now. And I want to thank them for everything that they did, for all the assistance they gave us. Without them, I don't think my life would be the way that it is now. Would you agree?
Yes.
Our life is wonderful due to the help that you guys have given us, and we really, really appreciate it.
Good morning. My name is Jorge Castrejón. I've been in the program for 2 years and a half, maybe more. This program helps me with housing, food, utilities, rental. This program has been amazing for me and my family. I don't even know what to say to you guys for helping us. I've been very, very grateful. My family, my daughters love it here. So thank you for everything that you guys have done for us. And I say thank you for what you guys are going to do for us in the future.
Good morning. My name is Sin Viet Nguyen. I am with Housing Navigation Program for 8 months now. CAP OC helps me with housing voucher and food pantry. And the person that helps me the most is Annie Leung. She's been a great help to me, and I'm very appreciative of her. Thank you, CAP OC and Annie, for all your assistance. I'm so thankful and filled with gratitude because I was really homeless, and the housing and CAP OC helped me so much. And then thanks again. Thank you very much, Annie, especially Annie.
I am Trish McMahon, and I am in the Housing Navigation Program for the last 6 months. We went from nothing to getting a housing voucher, getting help with food, utilities, and rental assistance. Thank you, CAP OC, for helping us.
We've had a great partnership with Community Action Partnership of Orange County. Really appreciate the mission that they have of not only stopping poverty, but also trying to stabilize and improve the lives of everyone here in the community. Hi, I'm Tennyson Boiler, president of the Pacific Life Foundation. So the Pacific Life Foundation has been actively involved in funding the food program at the Food Bank. We really believe that if we can help stabilize an individual and a family where they're not hungry at home, they can go and focus on taking care of their family, and they don't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from. It's important as a company that works and lives in Orange County that we give back to our communities. And we partner with CAP OC to be able to help individuals in our local communities to be able to rise above their challenges. You can find Pacific Life at the National Volunteer Family Day every single year. We are active. Our employees love bringing their families to the OC Food Bank. We love being part with other companies and the energy that's there. In December 2021, the Pacific Life Foundation launched a food security initiative. And in that, we've partnered with CAP OC with a $375,000 5-year program and helping provide needed funds to be able to support food distribution. We feel that by providing this long-term grant, we're able to help support CAP OC's strategy of helping individuals get out of poverty. We need to be prepared as a community to be able to serve and support in any type of environment. I look at CAP OC and our investment as really helping prepare for what's to come next. And I'm excited to be able to have this partnership and for what they are able to do for our community.
But we can continue. Can we get number 11 to come forward? We're gonna just continue the live testimonials.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rosie. I'll try to make my voice high as much as I can. I know it's hard. So I know this CAP OC. I got help with it twice. First time was back on 2020 when like COVID starts and everything was being crazy. Christmas coming and my kid there is no toys, lockdown, stay from home at home from school and like oh my god this is bad like and then my friend told me about it they gave me like I came to the office at Anaheim and I get them like verification of my kids. They sent me home like a bunch of toys, box of food. To be honest, how much toys I got? Last toy I gave it to my daughter in June last year because I hide all the toys in my secret cabinet and just give it one by one for my kids. Second time, I was looking for tax return for this year. All the account person, they are charging 200, 250, 300. Oh my God, that's crazy. That's a lot. Like, even if I didn't get paid yet, love it. Oh my God. And then I remember this community. I went there. I met with Adelina. By the way, I want to thank her so much. She is awesome. She is helping me a lot. And also, I was telling her, you know what, I'm starting my business. I would like to open my daycare. She's not only helping me with the like tax return, but she also gave me idea for how the programs, how much programs she have. She can help me. We can help you with something if you need. Like you can contact me anytime. And she never forget me. She called me back. Honestly, thank you so much for her and for the program and for all the service you provided. It's blessing. Thank you so much.
Can we get number, is there a number 12? I think this might be, yes. Move forward.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Amelia Ramos. Parece que ustedes me conocen de hace muchos años si no se acuerdan, yo sí me acuerdo de ustedes. Me he beneficiado de Community Action Partnership, me encanta el nombre porque es verdad, de muchas maneras. Una de ellas es matrimonios saludables. Otra es, mis hijos han pasado también por las clases de adolescentes. Ya están grandes. También es comencé con la nutrición y repiensa lo que tomas. Y fui líder, como algunas de ustedes, sigo siendo líder. Quiero darles las gracias porque están aquí y quiero darles las gracias a Community Action Partnership porque nos apoya a la comunidad. Y la razón por la que estoy aquí, porque yo no iba a hablar realmente, es porque quiero que sepa la comunidad que en cada decisión que la mesa directiva toma, está en cuenta la comunidad. Es todo sobre la comunidad y lo que beneficia a la comunidad. Y cuando yo ya no podía hacer los programas o cuando mi vida, porque mis hijos empezaron a crecer y yo me movía a las escuelas, empezó a ser más difícil. Una de las maneras que yo me pude quedar en Community Action Partnership y es siendo miembro de la mesa directiva. Yo como ustedes líderes y como la comunidad, quiero que sepan que la comunidad está representada en la mesa siempre. Gracias.
Como quieras, no, that's okay. Okay, so hello, my name is Amelia Ramos, and she shared with us that she loves the name of Capoc because the name itself explains everything that here in Capoc we do, and she just loves the name. She shared with us that she has benefited from a lot of our programs. One of the ones that she really liked was Healthy Marriages, and the youth programs that her children also took part in. Right now, her children are already all grown up. She also talked a little bit about the nutrition program where you are a little bit more self-conscious about what is it that you drink. She is a leader. She feels that she's proud to have become a leader here at Capo C. And she wanted all of you to know that every single decision that goes through the board of directors is made based on the community. They always have the community in their mind when they're making big decisions. She wanted to share that with all of you so that you make sure that that's the case. And she got inspired to become a member of the board of directors as well. She felt that she had a calling and she took it, and she's very happy. I hope I didn't miss anything.
Maria and Lucas. Is there number 13 here? Oh, you can come forward.
Number 75.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Mariana. Yo vivo en una comunidad que se llama Ponderosa. Ponderosa está cerca de Disneylandia, lugar más feliz de la tierra. Durante la pandemia conocimos a Capoc a través de María Elena, que hoy está aquí presente, y creo que nunca le había dado las gracias por siempre estar ahí para nosotros. Gracias a que ella nos ha brindado servicios, mi comunidad Ponderosa salió adelante durante la pandemia. Siempre que tenemos una necesidad en la comunidad, acudimos a María Elena, porque sabemos que ella siempre tiene la persona correcta para ayudarnos, ya sea con nuestros jóvenes, clases, con nuestros adultos mayores, con nuestras mamis y también con parejas. La última vez asistí a una clase con ella y nada más que no le dije a mi esposo que nos diste gift card. Ese es un secreto mío. Pero muchas gracias, María Elena, por siempre estar para nosotros. Ahora que estoy trabajando en Anaheim con diferentes comunidades y me entero que en la comunidad va a estar Capoc, siempre les digo, vayan y conozcan esta organización. Siempre van a tener un recurso que las va a ayudar. Para nuestra comunidad, María Elena, junto con Capoc, ha sido un arcoíris. Ella ha participado con nosotros en ferias de recursos, clases de nutrición, siempre está ahí. Y tenemos un grupo que se llama Madres en Acción Ponderosa y sabemos que sin la ayuda de María Elena, nuestro grupo no sería tan fuerte como lo es ahora. Gracias. Yes, you are.
Okay, so this was Mariana talking to us right now. She is from the Ponderosa community area. This is near Disneyland, the happiest place on earth. She met Capo C during the pandemic, and she is extremely grateful to Maria Elena for getting her community, our community, ahead whenever there was some type of difficulties. She knows that whenever something happens, anything wrong happens, she can always go to Maria Elena, and Maria Elena knows the right person that she can connect her with to help her. She also said that recently she took a class with her and that she did not tell her husband that she got gift cards out of that class, and not to tell him. And she also says that she's very proud of the program. Whenever she hears that Cappy's out in the community or at any event where there is a table, she always takes advantage and talks to other people about the program. She also is very proud of this other program that is called Madres en Acción Ponderosas as well. And she can just not thank enough Maria Elena for all of the things that she's done, and for Capo C for always bringing and putting our community up high and helping. And
number 14? Do we have number 14? She stepped out? Okay. I think what we could do, we can, number 15. Number 15, please. Yeah, thank you, just for the meantime.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Blanca Jauregui, vengo de la ciudad de Anaheim. Conocí la organización hace como 6 años, empezando a trabajar en conjunto con el distrito de las escuelas elementales de Anaheim. De ahí fue donde conocí a María Elena también, empezando el proceso con las clases de nutrición y llevando el camino para llegar a ser de las campeonas del cambio, aprendiendo a llevar información a los papás, a las mamás, de cómo aprender a formar un presupuesto, cosa que se nos hace imposible. Nos da una cantidad de dinero, tienen esto para gastar, y aprende uno bastante a saber uno organizarse con lo poco mucho que tenga de dinero, buscando especiales, buscando cupones, y eso nos motivó a saber organizarnos y ayudar a las mamás, juntarnos a veces a cuponear, para poder organizar y aprendiendo, sabiendo las herramientas, cómo formar un presupuesto. He participado también con la organización en las caminatas de los niños que los llevan a la escuela para que aprendan a tener mejores opciones para ellos mismos. Y es bonito trabajar con los niños porque pues me ponen en el área donde tienen que hacer uno yoga, hago la yoga. Y se emocionan los niños, me gusta ver que ellos aprendan y a veces le ponen uno el ejemplo de cómo saber escoger mejores opciones para ellos mismos. Y continuando también trabajando con los talleres que a veces nos ofrecen, que también son de gran ayuda para nosotros, y no nomás los talleres, sino los recursos que la organización tiene o conoce para poder llegar a ayudar a la comunidad en caso de las necesidades, diferentes necesidades que tenga nuestra comunidad. Gracias. So that was Blanca. She lives in Anaheim, and she came to Nakakosia about 6 years ago through Anaheim School District. No, Anaheim, el distrito escolar el distrito de las escuelas primarias. Distrito de las escuelas primarias. Distritos Primary School District. Okay. Sorry about that. Gracias. She began with nutrition classes. She also knows Maria Elena, and she's also very thankful to her. She also is part of the Campeones del Cambio group. She also partake in how to build the budget or how to work with the budget. She said that at the beginning it was hard because you start with a small little budget and then you're supposed to make it last, you're supposed to stretch it out. But that nonetheless it was fun. She got to meet other parents and do couponing with other moms. And she also learned more of organizational skills, among other things. She also enjoys the children walks that CAPOC or that the organization comes up with, so that the children can eventually learn how to make better decisions and learn that there's other options out there. She particularly enjoys the yoga area a lot. Whenever that's available, she'll participate on that. And she likes to keep working with the workshops. She loves that there is workshops available for the community out there, so that the community knows that there is other options, that there is help out there, and that there is always learning opportunities out there.
So at number 16, do we have? I think that's it. Okay. We do have some written testimonials that'll be read out loud by Andrew. And then after Andrew, then it's Gio, and then we'll go into public announcements. So you want to come forward, Andrew?
I'm going to go out.
Yeah, stay with him.
Good evening. My name is Andrew J. Winky, and here I have 7 testimonials to read out loud, so bear with me. With number 1, I, Judith Urbina, through this written message, would like to thank with all my heart the support, comprehension, and patience of Mrs. Irene Albert of Anaheim Independencia, FRC. She was pleased to help me during this month. Thank you. May God continue to bless her. Respectfully, Judith Urbina. Number 2, Anaheim Independencia. Thank you for the help you have given me. I hope God bless you with health so you can continue to help others. Like you were able to help me, as well as Irene from the Resource Center located at 10841 Gaza Avenue, Anaheim, California. I thank you with all my heart, and may God bless you with abundance in health and blessings because you did so much paperwork and travel to places for me. Blessing. Juan M. Rodriguez Silva. Number 3, been a participant since February 2023. I walked in to get assistance for food and was helped by Daisy Diaz in CalFresh. She was so kind and very patient and answered all the questions I had, as well as finding other resources for me in the organization as well as outside. I'm happy she was able to help me. Maudalia Elena. Is that right? Number 4. Hi, my name is Brenda Bravo, and I live in Tucson, California. I want to appreciate Daisy for these past 2 years. I was approved with CAP OC of the OC Food Bank and CalFresh. She has been an amazing person and helped me a lot. I will recommend my friends and people to go and apply at CAP OC. Brenda Bravo. We'll go to number 5. Number 5, start with Daisy was super helpful with the process of applying for CalFresh. She was very professional and yet friendly and explained everything very well to me. I felt I was in the best hands. I had a great experience with her. I'm very thankful. Michelle Azua. Number 6, somewhat long. I, Alejandra Vasquez, mother of Alexa Garcia. I want to thank you. I want to thank your team members from this program for helping my daughter and me as well. Seeing as my daughter very much enjoys going every day to the program. Thanks. For this program, my daughter has improved her homework and with the activities that they do there, as well as they have helped her emotionally and mentally. She enjoys her time with her friends and the staff members of the program during the time that she was in the program. I have seen so much progress in my daughter's personal development. I recommend this program to all parents like me that needed help. I hope that this program stays active so that my daughter could continue attending and benefiting from all the good that this program has given her. My biggest thanks to this program and their team. Thank you, and hopefully this program will continue to provide services forever. Alexandra Vasquez. Number 7 is much longer, like a book, so bear with me. My name is Humberto Anacito. I'm 16 years old. I've been coming to this program, to the teen program, for almost 3 years now at El Modena Family Resource Center. Elevate Youth has given me the opportunity to establish meaningful friendships with teens around my neighborhood. Staff is always willing to listen to me even when I just want to share how difficult my day has been at school or any feedback I have to share about the program. Jessica, and now Brian, is always asking for my opinion and shows interest in what I have to say. This program has made me feel heard and understood. Every time I come to programming, I feel in a safe place where I can share my thoughts and feelings. Where are we at? Take a feeling. I'm looking forward to our summer activities and making fun, share my thoughts and feelings. Can't see me. Sorry, my vision is bad, so bear with me, okay? I'm getting tired of reading too. So. Forward to our summer activities and making fun memories with friends and adult alliances. I still remember our time at Knott's Berry Farm last year. There were so many rides I was scared of doing, but it was helpful to have my friend Jose and adult allies there with me. I'm glad I ended up doing most of the rides because it is a day I will remember for the rest of my life. I also remember going to a musical with some teens from Santa Ana and Daniel. Was it Daniel or Daniel? Daniel. At first, I was scared because I didn't know what to expect. I felt underdressed because everyone was wearing a suit. But Daniel told me that I was fine and made me feel better. At the end of the night, I had an amazing time, and I hope I can go to another musical soon. I look forward to the youth space we are creating at the center. There are so many ideas I have in my mind, and with the help of my friends, we will be able to create a place where we can come, hang out, and make memories. I can't wait to see how our youth space will look like in the future. Thank you. Woo. That's a book right there. That's a book. I'm getting tired.
I have 4 more testimonials to read, so sorry about that. They're a little bit shorter, so thank you everyone at Capo C, or to everyone at Capo C. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You and your contractors have done an awesome job, and I've been without heat for years, and now it works. I'm impressed how quickly you responded and the great work you performed. Thank you again. That's from Kim. Next one is, thank you so much to Tin and Danielle for helping me with my HVAC and weatherization. I'm so comfortable now, and my electric bills have been cut by almost 50%, and it's not yet the middle of winter. I had to run my eyes when I saw the bill. Also, thank you to all the beautiful people at Capo C and the team who treated me with kindness and respect. When the city inspector stood back and pondered, I was worried and asked if it passed. His reply was yes, and they actually did a beautiful job. Thank you again. I am so grateful, and if I'm ever in a position to give back, I surely will. Thank you. From Heather Mullen. Hello, my name is Joe Smisko, and I've been volunteering at the Giving Farm for about 3 years and once or twice a week. I volunteer at several nonprofits, but the Giving Farm has been the most satisfying, fun, and enjoyable of all. Eddie Ito, the agricultural specialist, and Giovanni Jimenez, the volunteer coordinator, are very friendly and encourage a spirit of cooperation among the volunteers so that we all feel welcomed and appreciated. A few of the frequent volunteers have occasionally been asked to do special projects and attend special events such as this, which makes the experience even more interesting and fulfilling. Hello, I am a Giving Farm volunteer. I volunteer once or twice a week, planting, weeding, and harvesting beautiful produce for this community. My great-grandparents and those before them were farmers and had home garden plots. So out in the field, I feel part of that rural history. For them and small farmers of today, it is dawn to dusk hard work. I appreciate that labor that grows our food. I am fortunate to enjoy the time outdoors with the plants and a positive volunteer group. Eddie and Gio always communicate their appreciation for our being there. Eddie is a great source of gardening knowledge. Thank you from Jodel Salitz.
Thank you, Gio and Andrew. The last portion is a public announcement. So we have just 3 public announcements. If we can get Diana up here representing our water program. Oh, there you are.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us. My name is Diana Garcia. I work here at the Energy Environmental Service Department. This department is primarily known for weatherization and utility systems for electricity and gas. This year, however, we introduced a new program. It's the first of its kind in history. The federal allocated funds towards water assistance now. So whether you rent or own in the property that you are in, we are able to help you now with water utility payments. The payments do go up to $3,000. If you or anybody that you know is in need, again, for extended services with water assistance, please have them reach our office. Our lobby hours are open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 3:30 p.m. And I'll say it in Spanish to save the translation. Mi nombre es Diana García. Trabajo aquí en el departamento de Environmental y Energy. Nuestro departamento normalmente es conocido por los servicios que damos de utilidad de gas y electricidad, pero recientemente a nivel federal han proporcionado dinero para ayudar con asistencia de agua. Ahorita, ya sea inquilino o dueño de propiedad, le podemos ayudar con cargos de subir de agua. Nuestra oficina está abierta entre 8:30 de la mañana a 3:30 de la tarde. Puede aplicar ya sea en línea, viniendo por una aplicación. También puede llamar a nuestro número de teléfono para ganar más información. Si usted o alguien conoce a alguien que necesita esos servicios extendidos, por favor, no duden en recomendarnos. Gracias.
Yes. Can I get Maria from Rethink Your Drink? We're going to make a quick announcement for that program. Come on down.
Hello, good evening, everybody. Thank you for your patience and for being here this evening. I like to talk here. Is that okay? Okay, because there is no microphone, right? So I think. Is there a microphone? Or maybe here. Okay.
Oh wait, no, there's a TV in the TV.
Oh, we need the TV and the TV. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going. First of all, I wanted to just shortly say that I'm thankful for Capo C2. I'm a staff member but I also am thankful that every day when I go home, I know that there is a feeling of having served somebody, having giving a service. And that's a very, money cannot buy that. I mean, there is something that I think, and you will see that most of the staff members, we enjoy what we do. We enjoy serving people. We enjoy the community. We, there is something that we have in common, which is that. And I'm not going to say anymore because the time is kind of short. So I am going to, as you go out, I'm a program coordinator for CalFresh Healthy Living, which is we provide nutrition information for adults, children, seniors in the area of Anaheim. Tomorrow, I'm going to pass flyers as you leave, and would like you to share these flyers with the community. We're going to have event at Numero Uno, which is grocery market in Anaheim, in the corner of State College and La Palma. The address is in the flyer. So we're going to have a radio station, K-Love. They're going to be, coming to the event. We're going to have many gifts. I think it's about 32 gifts that we're going to give, including gift cards. But most importantly, I think we're going to inform our audience and participants about the need to reduce sugar in our daily intake. Most of us, we are aware, but sometimes we don't want to lower the amount of sugar. We we start with coffee and we add 2-3 cups of sugar. And usually we should just be taking 9 teaspoons of sugar for men and 6 for women. But, when we take natural sugar from fruits and then including added sugar, we have, many diabetes, apart from diabetes, if we have any other diseases like or rheumatoid arthritis or any sugar-produced inflammation, we have to be aware of that. So with that said, I would like to you help me. If anybody who would like to participate tomorrow, I have the flyers. Voy a hablar en español ahorita. A medida que ustedes van saliendo de esta sala, voy a darles un volante para que ustedes puedan compartir la importancia de bajar el monto de azúcar en sus bebidas, ya que estamos consumiendo mucho azúcar. Son 6 cucharaditas nada más para las mujeres y 9 para los hombres, pero sin embargo a veces consumimos hasta 22 al día. So, les voy a agradecer que compartan esta información. Mañana va a ser en Anaheim, en la tienda número 1. Vamos a tener a K-Love, que es una estación de radio. Vamos a tener como 32 regalos que vamos a dar a los participantes. Van a haber actividades. Sobre todo, la información es muy importante. Si no pueden asistir mañana, yo les quisiera invitarlos a que ustedes vean o participen de alguna de estos, donde, por ejemplo, la Agencia de Salud, o si no, vean cómo pueden reducir el monto de azúcar. Espero que todos estén saludables este año también. Gracias. Thank you.
Cal Optima wanted us to read a public service announcement here. Just saying, quick reminder for all Cal Optima members, the renewal process has started and you are required to verify your eligibility for the program. If you fail to recertify, you may lose your coverage, so please be on the lookout for any emails or any mail from the SSA office. We did have another speaker before we close here. George, if you want to come forward, I think this might be the last one. George?
George was number 1.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't on the list, so.
Oh, you were on the list? Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, I think we're almost done here. I want to get Curtis.
I think he wants to speak.
Oh, yeah. You want to come?
No, I don't. Oh,
okay. Okay, we can go ahead and just close with Curtis Gibbs, our Director of Planning.
First, I want to thank everyone for coming. All our participants in person, all our participants that are online. Again, my name is Curtis Gibbs. I'm the Director of Planning and Business Development. We've had the honor of having this public hearing due to the efforts of many volunteers and staff who will be introduced at the end. But I just want you to be aware that there was a lot of time and effort to put this on and be able to write the first draft that we put out there of our community action plan and our community needs assessment itself. So you can actually find a copy of the community needs of the two documents. They're on our website, and it'll be changed out a couple times as we near the end. But if you go to capoc.org/2023 P as Paul H, you'll find the current version of the plan, and also we are going to try and get some hard copies of these out to our 3 family resource centers in the lobby in the next week. You still have time to submit your testimonials or comments. The comment period is going to end May 26th. Anything that's submitted in writing will actually be included in the final plan. It'll show up in the appendix, and if need be, we'll actually respond and acknowledge any questions that might be in those testimonials themselves. So again, we want to make a special thank you to our transcribers. We have people doing Spanish and Vietnamese translation online. We have people available here in the back. And without them, this would not have taken place. Also, you saw us have some technical difficulties, and so our one-person IT department, Moses, was here to fix them as we went along. And we appreciate everyone's patience, because as we know, technology can go wrong when least suspected. So again, we have a court reporter here that's been taking down everything so we can have a verbatim transcript that will be in the public hearing. And she's been here, and we had a chance to feed her along with everyone else. And if you're curious where our food came from, it came from Estrada's Grill just down the street. And we were really pleased to be able to provide food to everyone for tonight. So again, the planning department, we're very dependent, not just on our volunteers. We talked about those that went out on campus, but our interns. We have interns that come not just locally, but we have interns that come from some other universities who are here for the summer. And then we have our local universities, Cal State Long Beach, UC Irvine, Cal State Fullerton, Cal State Dominguez Hills, and sometimes even our community colleges. And without the interns, the work that's going on right now, that's going on to actually put together the community action plan and community needs assessment, would not occur. And again, you had a chance to see Alex Caro, our planning manager, essentially orchestrate things out in front here. But due to technical difficulties, you had a chance to see Yesenia Hernandez, who's our senior planner, who's like behind the scenes, actually running a production department. So everything we've had here has been pushed out online, on Facebook Live and also on YouTube. And there will be a recording in both places that if you told your friends there was great testimony, they can go here and see it. But again, we are greatly appreciative for you to be here. Got to realize we weren't able to do this 2 years ago because of the pandemic. And so we have to go all the way back 4 years, the last time we had this many people in this room. So again, thank you. There's still food out there. If you want to take some food on your way out, please do. And thank you very much. Appreciate it.